Hey guys, today's Friday, February the 9th of 2024. I want to go over natural gas, US pre-market. So without any further delay, let's get into it. Things are getting very interesting, guys. The Elliott wave count has changed. Now we are working on a wave 5. Interesting. This is something that the program picks up and adjusts by itself. And I have, this is an alternate count, so you can see that now the I guess in Elliott wave theory, there's these things with circles and squares. But there's a projection target of 150 here, and we're on a wave 5. I am leaning in a target between here and between 165, 176. And then we have a possible turning point, which is today. But if it doesn't happen, chances are it could probably happen Monday. For those that don't want to hold overnight or whatever, or build a position or just start nibbling long, maybe you could wait for Monday and just see what the price action is, or the price action, today, between today and Monday. Also keep an eye on the 26th. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. In regards to the Elliott wave count, they have adjusted Stokes oversold, indicating possible reversal. I'm kind of thinking that we probably might just get a pop, like a dead cat bounce, and somewhere around the 26, maybe go down and test whatever low we leave off to see if it's a fail new low, or maybe even do a capitulation, pierce down, and then shoot right back up. That's kind of what I'm leaning, but don't, hold me to the ground. Believing that that's going to play out, but that's what I'm kind of seeing. Okay, looking at our market profile, I had to extend 10 years to go see value area lows. And we found one value area low, which is 181. And there's another one here, which is 166. This one I like the most. This yellow line right here, this is one I added. This is my entry point if it ever gets there. But that's where I'm going to start, wetting my ears, dipping my toes, feeling the water, getting cozy, cozy wozy. That area right there. So I'm thinking maybe if it bounces here and somewhere in February, we test that low. And then this is going to be the sniper point to get in once we get there. I'll talk about it more on the weekend video. I just wanted to show you what the market profile is showing. That right now we're kind of at a value area low, 180. Maybe it could bounce here. Maybe this is where the bounce kicks in for next week. So we'll see. Let's look at our daily. That was the weekly chart I showed you. These are anchored pivots of VWAPs from now important highs. Now that we took out our $1.94, we have to adjust it to the 1027 high, which is 364. And I changed the color. In order for bullish momentum, we need to get above both of these two anchored VWAPs. And that's way in the future. But if we look at volume, the bears are getting very aggressive. They're above average line in regards to volume, and you can see that the bulls have no hope here. They're trying to push, but they can't. The bears are very strong. And this is the target I have, 165, 166, 162. It's just a 160 zone that I have my eye, has my attention. Interesting, on the simple glance chart, we're getting a crossover on the monthly, which is obviously because this month is very ugly. You can see the linear regression channel. When the timing is not right, you could be buying here, but you could get, your head chopped off. So that's how it's risky. Doesn't always play out. It has to be all about the right timing. And right now, it's all about pushing lower. And you know what? I don't know if maybe we'll get to the sweet spot here on the MACD. Ideally, I'd love it to be around here when it gets down, but we're going to be so close unless, we're going to test 144. Then maybe that could be, getting here, but I don't know. It's one of those things you're going to have to, judge it when the time comes. And on the daily, you can see that this is the target I have. MACD hasn't been negative yet. Volume is there. Let's go to the midpoint chart. I feel like everybody's like really digging the midpoint chart. So let's start with the bigger targets. This is my target here. But if it's going to go lower, we have, and this is the yearly midpoint, you have a target of 133. Could that happen? Yeah, it could be very possible. Capitulation, something, whatever, just pushes it extreme. This is a target you want to keep an eye on. Not extreme, you got 169, close to like my 165. So this is a very sweet spot area to, my opinion, dip your toes, maybe buy a contract or, some I don't know, ETF, whatever. This is it. And this is for the month of February. And I believe there's going to be more push to the downside, 136. If we go on the weekly, you can see that we already blew through our extension, which was that 194, and we just blew right through it. And now look at that. On the overnight, getting some action, some pop. This is for next week. We're not worried about next week because we don't know the close yet. But for today, statistically, there's nothing bullish this week. So it's all about selling pops. Targets that you want to watch is the 184, where we at right now, 187, and obviously that 191 right here. I said 191 last video, US pre, and it was chopping around here, but it broke right through. And if it's going to push lower, 180. 180 is your last target to the downside. So 180 to the downside. You're going to get bullish, just in case. It's going to pop 193, 194. It's going to go up there, but if it's going to hold, it all depends. It's going to sink down, but that's the target to obviously get above the VWAP and be above 194 to even consider anything going long. And if something's going to happen positive, 199, 202 to 206, but I doubt it. You never know. Maybe between now and Monday, things could probably change. What I'm kind of leaning on. But I'm kind of leaning is going to be, it's going to be like a little dead cat bounce, and then somewhere down a couple of more weeks in February, we'll get that final low. But that's my analysis, and it could play out and it may not. But that's it. I'm not going to make this video too long. Just wanted to kind of leave you my thoughts here. What I'm seeing is possibly a bounce somewhere. I don't know, maybe test this area up here, and then somewhere towards the last week of February, start going down and maybe kissing this little zone right here. And then from here, bounce up. So that's my thoughts. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on natural gas.